How is it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech, and today I'm going to show you how to fix your iPhone keyboard. You have probably noticed that especially after updating to iOS 26, the iPhone keyboard is just bad and unreliable. Sometimes just by typing in normally, you definitely notice that some letters, some keys are off. You're getting typos all the time, even though you know you're typing the letters correctly. It's as if the iPhone is picking up the wrong keys as you're typing in. But we also have other problems like prediction. Prediction is just way worse now, and even autocorrection when you just type some word and then you go to space and then it just corrects what you were trying to say, but many of the times it doesn't correct at all, it just guesses wrongly. So the whole point of this video is to fix those issues and make the iPhone keyboard like it used to be, like we all loved. Let me show you. And first things first, I have to tell you that everything I bring in this video is universal. So it will work everywhere, in every single app, not just in the Notes app, for example. It will work everywhere, okay? And the first thing I want to show you is this. Pay attention. I'm actually going to tap on the U key, but you'll realize that the letter that's going to show up here is not U. So let me give you this example. So I'm gonna go with U, and as I slide a little bit, it's actually now H, but there's no indication. On the keyboard, it actually shows just U. We just have U popping up, but we're seeing here H. And again, this is not only for U, this is everywhere. So for example, E and S, we've got S right here, but we don't see S being popped up. No, we just see E. But that's because on the iPhone, by default, we have slide to text, which is a feature that actually makes your keyboard understand gestures and not only typing up and down. And that's the thing. When we type in very fast, we don't type like this, up and up, down and up, down and up. We actually type in more like this with a fluid motion, even if we don't realize. So it's very common that when we type, for example, E, we actually end up moving our finger a little bit over to the next letter, which it may be like a C, for example, but it glides a little bit above the D, so then that's why you actually end up getting a D as a result. It's very common that we get those typos when we type something and then the letter next to it, and it may be up, down, left, or right, may be registered because of this movement. So in order to fix this, all you have to do really is go to your settings and then scroll down, go to general, and then scroll down a bit more until you get to keyboard. And then right here, we have the feature slide to type. If you like this feature, if you use slide to type, great. You don't need to do anything, but most of us don't use that. Most of us tap to type. And in this case, slide to type is just a pain. It's just really, really bad. So go ahead and disable that, and then you won't have that problem anymore. So then when you're actually typing on the keyboard, and if you make this slide motion, you will see the letter being registered. Take a look. U to the H, it shows the H. So now I know it's an H, but it shows every time that I'm moving, sometimes not on purpose, of course, but it's gonna show every single time. So then you won't have this idea that you tap on I and got a J. No, because if you tap on I and move to J, you will see J. So then no mistake at all. So then it's gonna be super easy to understand. There's no slide to type anymore. And I wanna be very clear that slide to type is not a new feature. It was introduced many years ago, but for some reason in iOS 26, and that's probably because of the new UI with liquid glass, it's just not fine-tuned and it's having way more issues, and of course giving us a bad experience. Okay, so that's tip number one. Moving on, of course, we still have to talk about prediction and auto-correction, as I mentioned before. And of course, this first tip has nothing to do with that. Okay, so if you actually want to get rid of that completely, you can. You just come back here to your iPhone keyboard settings, and then you can just simply disable it. Many people don't like predictive test. They think that it's just annoying having that at the top of the keyboard. Some people don't like it. You can just disable it altogether. And same goes with autocorrection. If you don't like your iPhone always constantly changing what you're typing, you can disable that and then it won't change at all. So it doesn't matter what you type in, it may be weird, whatever. Sometimes you have like slang, sometimes you talk to your friends in a specific way. So then you don't like your iPhone always constantly correcting. So this is a good thing you can do. Just make sure to go ahead and disable them, and your iPhone won't be in your way anymore. But of course, a lot of people do like those features. They like to use autocorrection, they like predictive test, but they have a feeling that it works bad and they wanted to fix this to make those features work great. So we have a possible fix. So right here again in your iPhone keyboard settings, come back and then scroll down under General to transfer or reset iPhone. Reset, and don't worry, we're not gonna erase the iPhone, reset the iPhone, nothing like that. We're just gonna play with the keyboard dictionary. So if we just reset keyboard dictionary, we may try and help and fix those features, because with this, we're actually resetting a bunch of keyboard related parameters that may actually, like by resetting and bringing back to factory settings, actually help and fix those annoying malfunctioning autocorrection and prediction and so on. So all you have to do is reset keyboard dictionary. You're gonna type in your passcode, that's your lock screen passcode. So type it in, and then right here, if you have a screen time passcode, you're gonna need to type it in once again. Just finishing it, and as you can see, reset dictionary, you can do that, and then it won't change nothing like apparently, but of course it has reset some keyboard parameters. So then now in theory it could actually make the iPhone keyboard better, especially after iOS 26. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all you have to do with the stock keyboard to help and fix those issues, especially the typos, autocorrections, and predictions. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one as usual, guys. Bye-bye.